Now I gotta read you this. You know, I just did my COMET ELENIN video. These strange coincidences, and I mentioned how it appears that they want to get these astronauts out of space. They want an empty space as far as human beings are concerned over the end of September and into October, possibly up until November. And we had NASA were stopping well, there were 6 people up in space currently.
September 15, 2011, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 3 crew members left the International Space Station for Earth on Thursday, while their replacements remain delayed by an investigation into a Russian rocket launch incident. Former station commander Andrei Borisenko, cosmonaut Alexander so-and-so, and U.S. astronaut Ron Garin sealed themselves inside of one of 2 Russian capsules parked at the outpost at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, closing out a 5-month mission. 3 hours later, this capsule slipped out of its berthing port at the station, a recently completed $100 billion project of 16 nations. Touchdown in Kazakhstan is set for midnight on Friday. It's hard to believe it's time, NASA astronaut Mike Fossum, the new station commander, said during a farewell ceremony broadcast on NASA television. "We don't want to see you go. We like the company, blah, blah, blah." The returning crew's replacements, you know, the ones that should be going back up there, NASA flight engineer Dan Burbank and 2 cosmonauts, whatever, were scheduled to arrive September 24th, but the flight was delayed following an August 24 launch accident involving an unmanned Russian cargo ship bound for the station. The upper stage motor had failed on the Russian Progress rocket, causing it to burn up in the atmosphere and shower debris across part of Siberia. It is virtually identical to the one used to fly the crew to the station, the ISS. The new crew is now scheduled to launch on November 14th and arrive at the station 2 days later. So, and it says the other crew will have little time to prepare the new crew to take over the station before heading home themselves around November 22nd. So wouldn't it be interesting, or isn't it, not necessarily that wouldn't it be, but COMET ELENIN, supposedly everything to do with COMET ELENIN will be long done, over with, whatever, by November 14th, I believe, which is when the new crew is scheduled to launch up to the space station and the other crew will come down. Now, we just lost 3 more guys. There's 1 more escape pod left up there, and there's 3 more guys there, which means if anything happens right now until, I don't even know, until end of October, I'm not sure, because, well, let me finish what I'm saying. End of October, then we already know something's happening in space. They don't want people up there. They're putting them down on the ground. It's a done deal. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a coincidence. There's something going on. Now, well, let me think about this. The dates that they chose, here's the thing. September 27th, COMET ELENIN will be basically right next to the Earth, between the Earth and the Sun, but, you know, nice and where our equator is, basically. I guess that's perihelion. And then it goes up north of, you know, top part of Earth and heads on out. As that takes place, the Earth on its orbit around the Sun is going to go right through the debris field, or whatever, the coma of the comet, which may mean that there's going to be massive damage to the objects in space hitting this debris field, whatever, rocks and ice or whatever. It's like, you know, a shotgun blast in outer space. There goes our satellites, there goes the space station, right? All these things. So, again, that second crew of 3, there's only 3 left now. has to come down sometime between now, which today's date is September 15th, 2011, and I'm going to say end of October or something like that. Because there's no way they're going to let them stay up here if we're going to go past this debris trail. I'm pretty sure that. There'll be something where they say, oh, we can't launch the rocket for something. The crew, yep, they need to come down. So let's just see how this goes. And at the same time, I mean, they did put this on the news that they're coming down. Do they have to put on the news that the other last 3 are coming down, or could that be kept a secret? You wouldn't know why. I mean, it wouldn't make sense that they would do that, because if damage does occur and they stealthily snuck them out of there, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, the 3 astronauts, what about them? Oh, don't worry, they left 2 weeks ago. Oh, thank God. Well, hey, how come you didn't tell us? You know, who knows? This is just interesting. I said we need to pay attention to see if they are keeping people out of space, and you know, with all this, I already laid it out in my other video on Comet Elenin a few videos ago. And here we have today, while I'm on Blog Talk Radio doing my thing, silver, gold, webbot, this and that, this story comes out right in the middle of it. I didn't know it came out. That 3 of the last 6 total remaining astronauts came down. That leaves 3 up there. The next logical thing someone would say is, how much do you want to bet that they're going to come down for some reason or another, and they're not going to be replaced by anybody in the very near future? I'm just reporting this. This is, again, another write it off as another coincidence. Just a coincidence. That's all. Nothing to see here. Okay. I'm just telling you.